Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another sort of Convallaria video, and today we are going to do a should you pull video for this lovely chick right here, Luvata, who is dropping on April the 11th. Now, April the 11th is this Friday for me. She is a very good looking fire mage, big mage hat, big other things, and unfortunately, it's a big butt, and I'm not talking about hers. I'm talking about but we got other good units coming down the pipe. If you didn't follow what I just meant, what I mean is this. I think this is going to be a very good unit, but she might not be for everyone. So I'm going to give you my opinion on if you should pull for Luvata tonight in this video. Okay, back to the image of her. April 11th is this Friday. I want to bring up some tier lists from some other content creators that have more of an insight into the Chinese version of this game than I do. The first one here is Dotato, and this is Dotato's priority suggestions for both high spenders and mid-level spenders. So this isn't really a free-to-play video, but it does show you what somebody on the Chinese server thinks are priority units to go for. And if you notice, Luvata is sitting here in like the secondary 8 on his tier list. In fact, she's 4th of the secondary 8 under units like Kavare, which I do already have, SP Sophia, which I already have, and a whole host of other units. So with units like SP Inanna and Lufty coming down the pipe for us, Estra, units like this coming out later, if you're a free-to-play player, you might want to continue saving for those like maybe higher priority units if you buy in to Dotato's tier list. Now, keep in mind, Sword of Convallaria is a game where you can clear all the content in the game with basically all of the characters in the game if you're really good at team building. But the like gold tier characters, the epic tier characters, they are good enough that you can put them with whatever legendaries you have and you can clear content in this game. We're looking at efficiency here because free-to-play players oftentimes have to do that. Now, this is for high spenders. Dotato also in this video breaks it down for mid spenders as well, and you can see this is what he suggests for mid spenders. The list looks very familiar. Luvata is still chilling right there in that secondary 8, and as a free-to-play player, if a second tier power character is not going to be good enough for you, you might consider saving for, somebody like Lufty or SP Inanna who's coming down the pipe. Now, as I move on, I got a lot of feedback on my tier list, most of it really good, and I will make a couple minor adjustments to my tier list that I came out with. Look, guys, I'm gonna mess up people's names. If you've been around my channel for a long time, you know that you could tell me how to pronounce a name 900 times. Ask my students about this. I struggle with names. Anyway, if I say somebody's name wrong, I'm sorry. How about that? Back to the list. Okay, so that's Dotato's thing. Now I'm also going to go to Hockey's tier list. This one was updated, just a couple days ago? I believe this video dropped. Yeah, 2 days ago at the time of recording, this tier list video dropped from Hockey. And he has Luvata also in that second tier of characters. Underneath, again, characters like Lufty, who's still coming out for us. Estra, SP Inanna. These are characters that if you only have enough to pull for maybe like one more character, maybe you look for these top tier characters according to the Chinese server players. Or, I mean, again, like a tier 0.5 character is still really, really strong. And if you're a brand new player, like if you're just starting the game today, and maybe you've already pulled for Kavare and you're like, man, but I want to go ahead and get my next OP character or something like that. Look, she's not like at the bottom of the tier list. And if she's your girl, if you really think she looks awesome, go for her. Go ahead and get her. Now, there's something else that I want to mention before I really go forward here. I want to bring this onto the screen for a second. So this is her kit. This is Luvata's kit. One thing that somebody pointed out to me in my comments section yesterday as I was going through her kit reveal video was burning tile immunity looks like it could be dispelled. And I think that was confirmed by people who play on the Chinese server. And a big deal with this character is she's going to be lighting the map on fire. So learning that her burning tile immunity is a dispellable feature is definitely a little bit of a bummer, because if you're lighting the whole map on fire, it doesn't matter how good your team is, if they're running around out there killing themselves, still I say that, but still moves like Ribbit where you could turn something into a cursed frog. I mean, that's insane. Like, that's going to be good crowd control for probably something like high level tower. If you can use it on those mobs, I think that's really awesome. And then she has, you know, her moves like Fiery Wings, Nirvana in Flames I went over in the last video. Just looks like it's going to put out a ton of damage. She's going to be able to generate her own energy. Like, overall, I think this is going to be a pretty dang strong character. So what are my recommendations? Like, if you put a gun to my head and said, Orange A, should I pull this character or not? Here's my breakdown. If you're a free-to-play character and you already have some real power on your account and you're just saving up for the next like game-breaking character, I don't think this is her. I think you pass on her and wait for one of those maybe tier 0 characters that we just showed off in those other tier lists. I know for me, Lufty's a character I've always wanted. Like, since playing with him in the story modes in this game, it's a character that I've had on my radar. I wait for him to come around and then maybe go for that. So myself, it's very hard. This is the part of free to play, and I'm going to do a free to play account review. It's probably the next video I'm going to drop on this channel, but it's very hard for me as a free to play player this time around passing on a unit like this, because I just love her design. I love the way it looks like she's going to be add a new way to kind of play the game. Like, sure, she's going to be nuking and stuff, but adding that, like, all that fire to the map and letting mobs walk through there and kill themselves with Kavare putting dots on them and they're just taking all this weird damage looks really fun to me, and I would like to try it out. But if my goal is to play my free-to-play account the most efficient way possible, I think I have to pass. I think I have to just let her go by and then go for my long-term goal, which is Lufty. I will say, and I think I have the game open. Let me see if I can throw it on the screen. Yeah, here we go. So here's my free-to-play account. I'm at almost 15,000 Luxite. I will say, after I pulled for Kavare, I got up to 10,000 really fast. Since then, progress on gaining Luxite has really slowed down, like really slowed down. And I'm entering the phase of this game where my Luxite flow just isn't going to be what it is. I don't have enough Luxite here to even guarantee the next character I want if I like get unlucky on which legendary characters I pull. So I just have to continue to keep in mind this horde, my free-to-play horde, I gotta just keep saving it, or I got to open the wallet. And that kind of defeats the purpose of this experimental account that I'm running. Okay, guys, that's the video for today. Those are my thoughts. Look, if she's your girl, pull her. If you just want her more than anything else, it's sort of Convallaria. Go get her. Video games are meant to be fun. If you're looking to maximize your account and you're a low spender or free-to-play player, I'd pass. If you're a spender, you get everything you want anyway, so just go ahead and get it. I know, because that used to be me. Okay, I'll catch y'all in the next video. See you next time. Peace.